grandma has this dress.
No, neither.
I feel like Harry Potter. Too librarian. Too Bono?
No.
No. No. Big no.
Yes.
I look a little bit like a bumblebee. How long you been in these parts?
Blah. If sadness had a color. I bought this? Your Honor, I object.
No. This is so much like my dad.
That is the ticket.
Support for KQED Live comes from Berkeley Rep and the San Francisco Symphony.
Disproportionate impact of
more than half of Black business owners
and disproportionate.
Somehow we always find a way to rise.
To the blueprint builders, to the backbones of every block, for the curators of the culture, and for generations to follow. You might fall, but never fail. Keep rising, keep rising, keep rising. Apply for business, marketing, and tech makeovers on us.
Hi. Hello and welcome to KQED Live. I'm Holly Kernan. I'm the Chief Content Officer here at KQED. And I'm so happy to welcome you here to our beautiful space. KQED Live is our events programming side of KQED, and it's dedicated to bringing journalism alive on stage, amplifying Bay Area local culture like tonight, and deepening civic participation. We present screenings and talks and performances and food tastings, interactive game shows, trivia nights, all kinds of stuff. So you should come back. You can learn about all that we do at kqed.org/live. And we've got to thank our season sponsors who make all of our programming possible: Asian Art Museum, Berkeley Rep, Comcast Business, SF Symphony. We're so grateful for their commitment to supporting our mission of civic and cultural engagement in the Bay Area. Two of our sponsors have donated very generous giveaways tonight. The Asian Art Museum is giving away 3 pairs of tickets to its exhibition Kong Ki, Warring States of Cyberpunk. It explores a classic story from ancient China set in the future. The exhibition is part comic book, part motion picture, and part meditation on history repeating itself. So the lucky winners are, drumroll please, Colleen Cassidy, yay, Robin Montoya, and Anastasia Wilhelm. So Sarah is going around to hand out the tickets. Sarah has the tickets, so just raise your hand. So Berkeley Rep is also giving one randomly selected attendee tonight a pair of tickets to its upcoming production of Lynn Nottage's Tony Award-nominated play Clydes, which runs from January 20th through February 26th. And that lucky attendee is Cynthia Cook St. Anger. Yay, Cynthia. So Cynthia, Berkeley Rep will be in touch with you directly through email. If you have any questions, just find Sarah later tonight. And speaking of tonight, you are in for such a treat. The wildly talented Miko Marks has long been... Woo! So she's been the subject of a lot of KQED coverage because she's so amazing, and her distinctively Bay Area style of country and roots musics. And I am personally super honored to get to introduce Miko on stage because I have watched her career for a really long time, and it's such an amazing pleasure to see her get the acclaim that she deserves, and you will see that tonight. But on a personal note, in addition to being a magical, marvelous musician, she is also a really great human being. She did all the right things and all of the hard things, and she held on to her dream, and she made it. Miko was raised in Flint, Michigan, and she was a girl with a passion for music. And this year, she made it all the way to the Grand Ole Opry. And one thing about Miko is that she never forgets that this work is also about joy and healing and making the world a better place. And I promise not to make Miko cry, but I'm about to cry. So I just want to thank Miko for coming to KQED and sharing her muse with all of us. And now I want to introduce our host for the evening. And he is one of KQED's most thoughtful and incisive culture writers, and he's the host of the Rightnowish podcast. If you haven't heard it, please check it out. Please join me in welcoming Pendarvis Harshaw. Yay for Pen! All right, break a leg, kid.
All right, thank you. Thank you for getting the crowd started. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? Good. Full house tonight. I love to see it. My name is Pendarvis Harshaw. I'm the host of the Rightnowish podcast, which is all about arts and culture in Northern California. We get to talk to artists, creators, movers, shakers, people on the front line of history. It's been fun. We've been doing it for 3 years. When I say we, it's myself and an awesome producer by the name of Marisol Medina Cadena and a team behind us. And we've been doing these shows, like I said, getting to know our community and also introducing community to community. It gives us a chance to talk to people who are tennis players, who are singers, who like a good drink of whiskey, who might enjoy roller skating. And sometimes that person is all in one individual. If you didn't know, I'm talking about Miko Marks. I first met her about 3 years ago. on the east side of Lake Merritt, roller skating, singing, full of sunshine, just a live wire, right? I had no idea the range of her talent. Like, I met her as a roller skater singing a kind of pop funky song. I was interested in the group, and the organization, what they were doing in the community. Come to find out, she's a multifaceted individual. And so I've been following her career since then. And I'm excited tonight to have her on stage with the band, The Resurrectors, and have a chance to have a question and answer session where I got a couple questions for her because it's been some time since we checked in. So I want to know what's going on right now. But without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce you all to the guest of the evening, Miko Marks and The Resurrectors.
Thank y'all for being here. It's gonna be fun.
From the Mississippi Delta on down to New Orleans, up that muddy water to Memphis, Tennessee. From the juke joints to the churches, the spirit and the sound, they lift you up and ain't never gonna let you down. Lightning struck in Houston and the hope began to howl. Watch out, big mama, the roosters on the prowl. And that music rolled down the muscle shoals and kept moving on down the line. Take me back one more night. One more night, one more night, one more night, one more night. Keep that lamp trimmed and burning to the deadline. One more night, one more night, one more night. Yeah. Take me back one more night. Hold on now, baby, hold on. Don't let them steal your soul. The road ahead don't look as bright as the path we walked before. And when the sun feels like it's fading and the world don't seem right, take me back one more night. One more night, one more night, one more night, one more night. Keep that lamp trimmed and burning to the deadline. One more night, one more night, one more night. Yeah. Take me back one more night. Take me back one more night. One more night. Give me one more night. Keep that lamp trimmed and burning to the daylight. One more night. Take me back, take me back one more night. Thank y'all so much. I want to say thank you to KQED for having us for our last show of 2022. Really excited to be here. We've been looking forward to this gig and intimacy that we're going to share tonight. And so right now I want to just take the time to, I want to ask everybody in here, we have ancestors, right? And I have a song called Ancestors. So I want to ask everyone to just kind of think of those that have gone on before you, that are in heaven, waiting on you to come. Let's invite them into this space with us. You know, any relatives, I know my mom, she comes to all my shows. My dad comes to all my shows. So if you have someone in your life, family and friends that you want to invite to this concert, just meditate on their name and just call them in here, because I think we're not alone and I want them to join us too. So we're gonna do Ancestors, which is on our album, Our Country. Got my feet as I walk this road. I'm weary, feel it in my soul. Let me go down to the water where I see what I hope to find. Strength of mothers and fathers watching over me all the time. And I'm calling on the ancestors now. Said I'm calling on the ancestors now. much. We got us a packed house. I'm very grateful. Thank you. So, I'm really glad to be here with y'all. Like, this is my drug to perform, so thank you. So I want to let y'all know, we put out a EP called Race Records. And Race Records was done really just to highlight some of the traditional country music that was done by other artists like the Carter family and the Monroe brothers, and how back in the early 20s, late early 30s, they separated music by calling race records black music and hillbilly music white music. And so we decided to do our own version of race records because the music was all the same and everybody played together. The record industry separated us. So here is the unification here. Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears while we all drink sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many a days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. While we seek joy and beauty to lift our cares away, there are frail forms fading at the door. Though their voices are silent, their pleading looks will say, oh, come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many a days you have lingered all around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Hey. Oh, hard times come again no more.
choirman. You're not? I have a really great band, y'all. The Resurrectors. Okay.
Take your time, whatever.
So we're gonna take you to the swamps right now. This song is on our album, It Feels Good, and it's called River. And it's one of my favorites. Oh, I like all of them, but you know.
Just blues.
Yeah.
On beat. Yeah, you being right at the top. Yeah, why not?
River, come and take me. River, come and take me away. River, come take my body. Take my body, for they lay me in the grave. River, come and rock me. Rock me gentle, rock me slow. River, rock me through the midnight until the sunrise shines upon your shore. Take my body, take my soul. Come and rock me, never let me go. In my mind, there's one thing that I know, that a river's gonna roll. River, come and cool me. Cool me when my well runs dry. River, cool me in your water. Oh, that water will soothe me till I die. Oh, river, come and take me. River, come and take me away. Oh, river, come take my body. Take my body, for they lay me in the grave. Take my body,
Miko Marks.
Thank you guys so much.
Miko Marks. Keep the applause coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Miko Marks and the Resurrectors. That's how you get it started. That is how you get it started. Thank you. One more time. One more time. Y'all holding it down. Y'all enjoying yourselves out there? All right. It sounds like that's a yes. Yes. Hopefully everybody at home is enjoying themselves as well. And thank you. Thank you for getting it started. Thank you for being here. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I've been looking forward to this gig because I was like, it's my last one, and it's at KQED that do so much positive work in the community. I was like, this is the way to end it. So it's great.
Right. Thank you. And it's been a memorable year for many reasons, but we'll get to that briefly. One of the things that I wanted to ask you about, I've been fascinated by it since I've met you, is your range. And I mean, obviously the vocal range, right? We all hear the vocal range, right? But your range of talents and how you go about expressing yourself musically, and you can do so in a number of ways. I've seen you do pop, funk, and I've heard you do Americana and country and a little bit of soul. You even take us to the church. Right? Y'all heard that? Y'all got a little taste of the church, right? All right. How do you go about choosing what medium to use to tell your story?
Well, it's funny that you asked that question because I just was raised on so many different styles of music. You know, I grew up in the church doing gospel, and then all of a sudden I was singing at Carnegie Hall and was 15, and it was a requiem, and it was like classical. And then I just felt like I loved the storytelling of country. I loved the traditional sounds of like the banjo and the pedal steel, and I just immersed myself in different styles of music. But fast forward to 2019, I got back with Justin Phipps on Whirly and Steve Wyerman. So this sound that you hear, it comes from them. I didn't know I was capable. I never sang this hard in my life. I was just a nice, sweet singer. But they were like, no, dig a little deeper. You have more to give. And so with their help, my sound's been cultivated, and I love it. And so I'm like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. So I can't wait to see what else we can do. So I attribute that to them.
All right, here's the teamwork, dreamwork. I'm for it. Steve, Justin, anything to add into how that, don't want to turn my back to the audience, into how that, the mechanics of putting it all together? What's the science behind generating that sound?
The sound is more a Steve thing. I mean, Steve's been producing for some of the biggest artists in the world for a long time, you know, not out in the forefront, but he's been doing it for some really big names. And so he's just developed a lot of techniques for tapping into what an artist, you know, where they're coming from and how to kind of present that in the best possible way. And, you know, when we played with Miko back in, you know, 2005, 2007, I mean, this, you know, Jared and Brian also go back that far with Miko when she was really more in the pop country thing, singing just sweet and beautiful.
All that.
But she's, you know, obviously she's got the church background, so just knowing that it's not something we brought out of her. It was just given a platform for that to kind of reemerge, you know, from within her. So
it's beautiful to me because that old saying about know thyself, it's showing up here. You know yourself, you know who you are, and your teammates know who you are as well. And when you come together and you can put it on a platform, the audience enjoys it. That's beautiful. We can clap for that. You can definitely clap for that.
Thank you.
A little bit about yourself, your upbringing. You originally from the Midwest, correct?
Yes, I'm from Flint, Michigan.
All right, all right.
Where the water is still not okay. But, you know, I'm from Flint, Michigan. I grew up there, and I left there in 1990 to go to Grambling State University in Louisiana.
Yeah, let's bring us to the South. Tell us about your experience in the Deep South as well as in Nashville.
Okay. Now, the Deep South was really comfortable. It was just like wave to people on their porches. Everybody's like, hey, baby, how you doing? Hey, mama. Or, hey, you know, you were like a child to every, you know, person that was older. You know, you had all these moms and dads because that's just how the South is. And I got a chance to meet a lot of old souls and be around a lot of older people. And I got a lot of sayings like, I don't like that wagon you dragging. You know, that kind of stuff. And so I got very well taught by a lot of people 80 and above. And it was just a really cool opportunity to like expand on myself through them. And so the Nashville was a little different. It wasn't like Grambling, Louisiana, which is all black basically, and so Nashville was a little different, and that experience taught me a lot. I thought if you could sing and you did everything that checked all the boxes, you were gonna make it to the top. Well, I didn't know that being a woman and being of color was gonna get in my way at that age, but that's okay. And so fast forward to coming back to singing after a well, not singing, but recording after a 15-year hiatus. I just called Justin up one day. Luckily, he had the same number from 2005.
All right, consistency.
He had the same phone number, and I was like, Justin, we need to make some music. He was like, well, I have this song, and I started my own label. I could send you the song. And the song that he sent me really jumped everything off. It's called Good Night America. Right. And when I heard that song, I knew my life had taken a turn, and I had realized some things as far as who I was as a person and what I wanted to put out into the world. And so we did that, and I'm grateful for it.
Can I jump in real quick?
Please.
So she said she just called me, but actually what happened was Miko had a dream,
Yeah.
you know, in her sleep. She had a dream that she was making music with Steve and myself. And this was, 12, 13 years after we had last all seen each other. I mean, we didn't have a falling out. It was just we were doing different things. And so this all came out of a dream, legitimately. And she reached out, and it just so happened, for all she knew, Steve was still in L.A. She didn't know he was back in the Bay Area, or that we had been building this studio and starting this nonprofit label. And we had this song. It was sort of like a country blues thing, and we just didn't know who should sing it. And we had done a demo. Thank God we didn't do anything with that, because that was me singing it. So that would have been terrible. And so we sent it to Miko, and for those of you who know it, it's kind of heavy and political, and was not typical of what she had done, earlier in her career. So I just said, sit with this and see what it feels like. And if it feels right, let's do it. And then that kind of kicked off this next phase.
The universe works with you, right? Yeah, one time for the universe working with you. This next phase, I want to get into that. So you're doing something really interesting. You mentioned this label, but you didn't mention the name of the label.
I'm sorry, it's called Red Tone Records.
There we go, Red Tone Records.
Yes.
You all are doing something really interesting in terms of the name, the genre of your music. Why Americana and not country?
Well, we didn't pick a genre. It's kind of picked us on a certain level, and that's where everything is falling, and I'm really appreciative for that, because it's kind of hard to fit into country because it's such a box, whereas Americana is so many different things that can be in there. And Justin, you should tell them about what red tone means, because I think that's really important.
All right. So Red Tone, I've been in East Palo Alto for about 20 years and spent most of the time there working with youth.
Shout out to
yeah,
EPA.
I love East Palo Alto.
Shout out to EPA.
So I moved there. Actually, I got there. Steve and I both grew up in Menlo Park. Steve had started playing at a church in East Palo Alto. He was like, man, you got to come. The singer's amazing over here. So I started playing over there. I fell in love with the community. I moved over there. I connected with folks who were working with young people, and been doing that a long time. And out of that, over the course of the past couple of decades, we've just been watching a lot of the community disappear. Displacement is heavy. I mean, everywhere in the Bay Area, but East Palo Alto is not exempt from that. So we saw a lot of the families, of the young folks that we were with, they were leaving. So anyway, Red Tone, I mean, it's a record label, but the mission is all around cultural and community preservation through the arts. So it's trying to elevate artists who are ambassadors and representatives of communities that we need to invest in to make sure those communities continue to have a presence in the Bay Area. We don't want to lose communities like East Palo Alto. We don't want to lose West Oakland and East Oakland and Hunters Point. So anyway, that's what Red Tone is about, supporting artists.
About that, and there is no such thing as art for art's sake.
Right.
Yeah. You're doing something not only in the music and the lyrics, but also behind the scenes and working with community. Mm-hmm. I definitely appreciate that. And you mentioned something earlier, race record. Why Race Records? You explained it a little bit, but why, and also, how has it been received?
Why? I have to go back to when Justin sent me a song. It was by Stephen Foster. And it was Hard Times, right? Hard Times. Yeah. And so I was like, oh, this is great. You know, I love this song. And then he told me the history around Stephen Foster, which it was not so pretty. And I started thinking, let's repurpose this song. Let's give it a new look, you know. And then we started going down the rabbit hole of the early music, how they separated us between race records and hillbilly music. But really, it was all in the same. Everybody was playing with each other. It wasn't until the record industry came and separated everything for money. And so I kind of liked putting a new face on Race Records, doing some of the old traditional songs as a black woman. I felt it was important. And I think it's been received pretty well. You know, I haven't got any pushback. Have you guys got pushback?
No.
No, it's been good.
All right. Keep pushing forward then. Round of applause for that. The work, the activism through your art doesn't stop there. Your track, Trouble, it's a reference to the late John Lewis. You can applaud for that. What was going through you in recording that?
I was like, I have to do this song. We need so much good trouble right now in our climate. Like, we need people that are doing what John Lewis did for politics and for the civil rights movement. We need more of that today because we're just falling by the wayside, and we need to come together as a community. Justin wrote the song, and I sang it, but it resonated in my heart as far as what I thought the call to justice is about. Like, I felt really compelled to do the song, and I'm glad we did it. It came out around election time, like where the racists were going on, like all the different, it came out then. And it was just, it's so appropriate for the state of our country right now. You know, we're so divided, and unless we come together, there's going to be bad trouble or there's going to be good trouble. What side do you want to be on? You know.
Round of applause. How does it feel being on stage and seeing the audience sing those words and seeing the mixture of people coming together and enjoying that?
I mean, it's really beautiful. I'm so glad. We've been touring. Last year, we went out with Little Feat, and we went out with the Tedeschi Trucks Band, and we've been just seeing a lot of love from the audience. Like, when we perform together, it's all love. You can, because the people feel the music. Music speaks to the soul, and I'm so grateful that I get to have these longtime friends that I've been playing with for a long time. So.
You glazed over. You've been on tour. You've been making your rounds, and you did a very big venue, the Opry.
The Grand Ole Opry. He is a millennial.
That's a question mark, right? Like, yeah, exactly. Put me on. Like, the Opry.
The Grand Ole Opry. Opry.
Opry.
No, Opry.
Opera.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I was set up.
You good.
For those like me who don't know what that venue entails.
The Grand Ole Opry is one of the, it's one of the oldest venues for country music, and it's like secret society type thing. You have to be invited to come and perform, and it's been around since I believe the 1920s. And there's been very few black people to play there. I think DeFord Blakely was the first one back in the day, and Charlie Pride, and I can name them on one hand, and I'm one of them, and I'm grateful that I got the chance to do that.
Just to jump in, Miko is about to be in the Country Music Hall of Fame. They have a, what do they call it? American Currents. American Currents. So it's like current, but it's like current today. So she's going to be up there for for 2023, right? Yeah. Yeah. So
round of applause for that. Congratulations. All right, that's big. Thank you for adding that. Yeah, yeah, working. I want to go back to a song that you mentioned that you said started you all off, Good Night America. I want to just, do you have any words to share with the audience about that? And I'll depart and let you all perform that song.
Okay. Good Night America for me is just a lullaby to our country, and it's talking about what America's foundation is and really shining a light on the truths of our history. But it's a lullaby, and unless we change some things, we're gonna go down. So let's wake up, America, instead of Good Night America.
Let's get to it. Thank you.
Let me just add. So sorry, Penn. You know, so this was the one that I had sent to Miko after she had a dream about making music with us, and I actually had written this song on the 50th anniversary of Dr. King's assassination, and so when you hear it, it's, you know, it's heavy. I mean, Good Night America is like a intense message, but it's not a hopeless message for the entire nation. It's saying we need to put the legacy of racism to rest once and for all, because we've really just never gotten to that point, you know. And it's something that it's a collective movement to put that to rest, you know. So it was just giving voice to that. It's not an anti-America song in that sense.
You gather that it's not just an ending, it's an ending and a new beginning.
Exactly.
Beginning anew. Go ahead.
Mike, we'll just do it from here. Yeah. It's easy. Sorry. Thanks.
Good night, good night, down goes the sun. The day is almost done. America, your time has come. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, they won't hide your lies. America, your dream has died. What noble vision that all men should be free, but you would never let it be. So one man's riches means another man's poverty. Send me your tired, bring me your poor. Come and seek our fortunes upon our golden shore. But if we don't like your kind, we'll close the door. So long, I would say fare thee well, but all the evil you have done is more than anyone could tell. God knows you're heading for where the wicked dwell. Hush now, babe, hush now, don't you cry. This is the fall that follows your pride. Good night, America, good night. Good night, America, good night.
Thank you so much. That's where it all started back for me. Jesse.
So, old instruments, we have tuning problems sometimes.
As we can too.
I hope y'all are having fun. It seems like y'all are. Like I can tell this is a music lover's audience. Like y'all are so sweet and quiet and attentive. This is beautiful. Thank you so much. And while they're tuning, I'm going to take the time to introduce my longtime friends. Jared on bass. Jared Milos. Brian Brazil on drums. Justin Phipps on harmonica, Wurlitzer, and guitar. Effie Zilch on backgrounds and guitar. And Steve Wireman on backgrounds and guitar. So we talked about Trouble and John Lewis, and so we're gonna do Trouble for y'all right now.
Give me 1 second here.
All the talking when nothing seems to change. Every generation's gotta fight the same damn thing. Politicians come and politicians go, bringing promises they can tell but they can't show. Looking for redemption for a nation that's been lost. And all our good intentions won't help to pay the cost. Blood on the bridges, I feel it running in the streets. Yeah, that old time religion, no, it ain't good enough for me. I don't want no diamonds, I don't want no gold. All I want right now can't be bought or sold. I want trouble, oh yeah, to satisfy me. Yeah, give me that good trouble. Good trouble's all I need. Hey! I want trouble for the king who carries evil in his hands, and trouble for the queen who brings a curse upon the land. They build the altars and we worship the crown. Yeah, till we shake the foundation and watch it tumble down. I don't want no diamonds, I don't want no gold. All I want right now can be bought or sold. I want trouble, oh yeah, to satisfy me. Yeah, give me that good trouble. Good trouble's all I need. Oh, give me that good trouble. Good trouble's all I need. Yeah, give me that good trouble. Good trouble's all I need. Come on, hey! Oh, I love that song. I really do. So I'm thinking about what I need to tell them. So, of course, we have
music outside the door back there. We have a merch table where you can come and get some Miko Marks music and the Resurrector music. And you can also donate to Red Tone to keep this ship going because it's going really well. And I like this label and I like being on it because it's about people of color, people who are marginalized. It's about us getting a chance to do our dreams and live our lives the way other artists get to do. You know, when they go to labels, you know, they're not, you know, they get signed. And so they signed me and I'm getting to do the best things I've ever done in my life. So I'm very grateful. And because this label exists, I'm getting to do what I love. So there's a lot of touring next year. And so there's tour support. So anywho, we're gonna keep the music going, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. All alone in the stillness, as the world rushes by, I wonder where it's going, and I wonder why. Why do we struggle, oh, and hurry to gain a world we can't possess? We find no comfort chasing the wind, and we find no rest. Rain comes rolling like a blessing from the wise. I can feel it falling down on me, oh, on me. When my soul is on the line, and I wanna leave this world behind. Just one thing I need to find. Oh, I've gotta find. I gotta find my peace of mind. Find my peace of mind. In riches or in ruins, I have all that I desire. The treasures of the earth, they never hold their worth, so I'm flying high. Just one thing I need to find. Oh, I've gotta find. Oh, I gotta
one thing I need to find. Oh, I've gotta find. Oh, I gotta find my peace of mind. Find my peace of mind. Yeah. I'm gonna find it. Yeah. Find my peace of mind. Said I'm gonna find it. Yeah. Find my peace of mind. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna find it. Yeah. Find my peace of mind. Thank y'all. I usually cry my eyes out all this year doing that song because I've been looking for this peace. And this time I did a little crying, but I feel centered right now here with you. I feel like I'm in a peaceful place and it's beautiful. So thank y'all.
This is gonna take me a minute, but that's all right. No, this. Let's see.
You should have seen me on the road with that song. It's like waterworks. But now I have peace. I have to say I found a little peace, and I'm thankful for it.
This thing's impossible.
So shout out to KQED for inviting us here today. When KQED reached out, I looked at myself. I went side to side with my eyes like, this is gonna happen, and I'm so glad. And it's so nice to see some of my friends and family out in the audience. Love you guys, because I know I told you about the gig, and y'all showed up, and I appreciate it very, very much. So we're gonna do a song off of Race Records, and it's a fun song. And this is the Monroe Brothers, right?
It is.
Yes. So this is
Many others.
an old song.
So just to clarify, one piece of the Race Records thing is that title was like, if Miko had recorded the songs that are on that album back at the time when they were originally recorded, they would have all been labeled as Race Records, you know. So that was just another piece of that puzzle. Yeah. How we looking, Steve?
Not great.
We have old instruments, like, I won't even tell you how old these guitars
order.
are.
I wasn't supposed to tell. That's all good. It also doesn't matter, really. It'll sound like it's 100 years old, too. Yeah, sure.
It'll work.
Yeah.
Way out.
Was
it? Yeah.
Black smoke rising, and it surely is a train. Surely is a train, Lord, surely is a train. Black smoke rising, and it surely is a train. And I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money, but a $2 bill. $2 bill, Lord, $2 bill. Lost all my money, but a $2 bill. And I'm on my long journey home. Cloudy in the west dark and raining, and I wanna go home. Wanna go home, Lord, I wanna go home. Dark and raining, and I wanna go home, and I'm on my long journey home. Homesick and lonesome, and I'm feeling kind of blue. Feeling kind of blue, Lord, feeling kind of blue. Homesick and lonesome, and I'm feeling kind of blue. And I'm on my long journey home. Black smoke rising, and it surely is a train. Surely is a train, Lord, surely is a train. Black smoke rising, and it surely is a train. And I'm on my long journey home. And I'm on my long journey home. Thank you so much. We're getting down to the wire. And I just want to keep going.
We got time. This is how it goes, you know. It's really like a living room. Free booze, too.
Oh, well, I was going to save this till the end. But since Steve said free booze, our very good friend Zoo Tarazi, who's sitting right here with his beautiful wife, Christy, supplied all of the wine for free. He's got a wine shop called the Juice Box in Redwood City. They do online sales. Please check them out. Thank you, Zoo and Christy.
Yes, thank you both.
Awesome people, awesome wine. Yeah. We think we're the first band to ever bring booze for an audience, but you'll have to check Wikipedia to see if that's true. I don't know.
First ever recorded history.
Yeah, the first ever. Yeah.
Old guitars, new strings.
And Justin, you want to say anything else right here while they're tuning? That you might think you forgot or something?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Support Red Zone.
Yeah, support Red Town if you can. I said I was going to talk that much tonight, but I've been talking. So anyway.
So slow.
No. The next song is called Lay Your Burdens Down, and I'm sure you carry a lot of burdens, other people's burdens, things that you carry on your body. And this song is a reminder that you don't have to hold on to things that you can't handle or you can't control. So lay them down.
Long is the road you've traveled a while, heavy the load that you bear. Though sorrow has followed you every mile, there is hope in the midst of despair. For the angels are lifting your head to the sky. Trouble and heartache shall cease, and you get a taste of that sweet by and by. Here and now you will find your release. You can lay your burdens down. In the spirit there's rest for your soul. When the waves of a storm rage all around, peace like a river will roll. Oh, peace like a river will roll. is the ground where you sleep. And though your heart may be weary of turning to stone, these healing waters run deep. So be not disheartened, be not dismayed. The sunlight is breaking on you, and the angels are singing. Be not afraid, they're coming to carry you through. You can lay your burdens down in the spirit. There's rest for your soul. When the waves of a storm rage all around, peace like a river will roll. Oh, peace like a river will roll. Let it roll. Let it roll. Ooh, let it roll. Let it roll. Peace like a river. Let it roll. Let it roll. Let it roll. Oh, let it roll. Peace like a river. Let it roll. Let it roll. Let it roll. Peace like a river. Let it roll. Ooh. Peace like a river will roll. Oh, peace like a river will roll. Thank you. Well, we have one more song, and it's the title track to the album we just released back on October 14th, and it's called Feel Like Going Home. And I know y'all don't feel like that, but that's the title of the song. And once again, Justin Phipps, Effie Zilch, Steve Wireman, Jared Milos, thank you, and Brian Brazil. I've been knowing them 20 years. Why am I doing that? And I'm Miko Marks, and I want to thank you so much for coming out. Thank you, KQED, for having us. Who knows? Maybe there's a tiny desk in our future. So this is the title track, and we have this CD outside. And we have Our Country, Justin? Vinyls of Our Country, and we have race records, right? No race records, but you can find it online at MikoMarks.com or at RedToneRecords.com too. Okay. Go to MikoMarks.com. Thank y'all once again. One more song. Here we go.
That's good? All right, let's hit it.
Hear that whistle blowing just before the break of day. Don't know where I'm going, no, no. Seems I've been too long away. Will that train come take me? Take me where I wanna be, where the sun hangs on the horizon and won't fare beyond the sea. Rest for the wanderer who never more shall roam. Lord, I feel like going home. Feel like going home. Oh yeah, I feel like going home. Feel like going home. It's been a long time waiting, yeah, and I got a long way to go. The light is surely fading, oh yeah, and I can barely see the road. Years that I have wasted, ooh, they feel just like a dream. Good things I have tasted, oh yeah, they're never what they seem. Now the time is coming to reap what I have sown. Lord, I feel like going home. Feel like going home. Oh yeah, I feel like going home. Feel like going home. Oh yeah, I feel like going home. Feel like, yeah. Said I feel like going home. Feel like going home. Back home. Now the time is coming to reap what I have sown. Lord, I feel like going home. Feel like going home. Oh yeah, I feel like going home. Feel like going home. Woo! Said I feel like going home. Yeah. Feel like going home. Oh yeah, I feel like going home. Feel like, thank you guys so much. Thank you, KQED.
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Miko Marks and the Resurrectors. Yeah, go ahead. Keep the applause going, keep the applause going. Once again, that was Miko Marks and the Resurrectors. My name is Pendarvis Harshaw, host of Rightnowish with KQED. I want to thank everybody in the building, everyone at home for tuning in. Thank you. You made this night magical. I hope you all get home safely and continue to support KQED. You have a great evening. Happy holidays. Peace.